wonder of the world is gone, I know for sure. What's going on, everybody? Kennybombx is in the building, and the prayers of the people are finally being answered. Since before this game came out, when we were talking about what we wanted to see on the roster, video after video, I threw a lot of Kanes and I threw a lot of Undertakers at y'all. But the one I wanted to see more than any of the others was Slow Chemical Kane. But unfortunately, he didn't make it on the roster. And we begged for him since this game came out. Update after update, patch after patch, persona after persona. We saw pretty much everything except Slow Chemical Kane. But it looks like patch 1.23 is the magic number, because after looking into the secrets, what's better than one new Kane? We got two of them. And I realize they're probably going to rob us for these personas, but take my wallet because I need them. The month of September is looking to be legendary, so we got to talk about it. But first, I need y'all to help me out by dropping a like on this video. Just don't forget to smash that subscribe button, especially if you don't want to miss any updates on WWE 2K25. Now let's get into it.
Man, boy, they coming on.
Alright, so in our patch update video, we did check out Whitty Witterson's X account to see if he had any secrets to reveal at that time, and there was nothing there. But sometimes, you gotta give the fellas time to cook. And ladies and gentlemen, cook they have. We are starting off with a banger. Now, before we dive into it, it is important to point out that, as Whitty has stated here, this content is based on data found in the game files and may not appear in the final release. All details are subject to change. And the reason that's important to point out is because in one of the previous updates, we did see some footprints for Broken Dreams Drew McIntyre, and as of right now, he is nowhere to be found. So I guess you gotta, I was going to say take this with a grain of salt, because I always hear Matt and Brian say it, but I don't even know what that means. So let's just continue. Whitty says, these are upcoming persona cards coming to my faction in WWE 2K25. The first one he has listed here is Kane from 1998. And just the nostalgia looking back at this picture. I remember being in school and my mom used to buy me those WWE juice barrels, and I think this was the same picture of Kane they used to have on the juice barrel. So this is probably number 2 when it comes to my favorite versions of Kane, so I love to see this one in there. And then we see another sign, big red machine, that's gotta be Kane. Y'all remember when he first debuted. Now, the next one he has listed here is Kane 03, and I didn't want to get too happy when I saw this because Kane 03 can get kind of touchy. In 03, I believe it was in June when he actually took the mask off, and then we had Kane with the baldy coming out with the rag on his head. It's a cool Kane, but I want Kane before he unmasked. I'll take both. Trust me, if I can change the attire and take the mask on and off, I'll take both of them, but I really want Kane from 03 with the mask on. All Slow Chemical edition. Now, a lot of people were worried about the Slow Chemical theme, saying WWE doesn't own the license. It's owned by Finger 11. We'll never get that in the 2K game. And to be honest with y'all, while I would really love to have the theme, I want the models more than anything. But it looks like the theme may be making a comeback to WWE games. Now, this is just a tease. I think this is definitely a tease, because he did something similar to this before we got that last Triple H persona as well. But Cornell G, who is a designer over at 2K, drop these posts on us. Give me what I could never ask for. Connect me and you could be my chemical now. And he follows that up with, you could be the king. Alright, I'll stop, but this is pretty much full-blown confirmation that we will be getting Slow Chemical Kane in WWE 2K25, and I can't believe it. I thought we were going to have to wait until a possible WWE 2K26, but it looks like it's happening sooner rather than later. Now, since we read those and got these tweets from him, we have to point out the fact that he did state that it's not a tease, okay? So, we'll see what happens. But the big question is, what lengths are we going to have to go? How deep are we going to have to dig in our pockets to get these Kane personas? We saw what happened with Triple H. It wasn't good. Even the bald head CM Punk was a hassle to get. So I'm curious to know, are we going to have to buy 20 packs and hope to get him as a collection reward? Are we going to have to pay 5 paid live events to hopefully get him in live event number 6? Or will he be gifted to us? He's definitely not going to be gifted to us, but I hate to say, I'm probably going to pay whatever I need to pay to get Slow Chemical Kane. This is how they get us, y'all. But Witty also shows us some of the new packs that are coming up. Now, there's a Fearless pack. But it's interesting because if you look at them, it's like the plate for the championships. Down here, it kind of looks like the aesthetic from the Attitude Era. WWF Attitude, even the game. So I don't know what's going to be the theme behind this pack. Nikki Bella is Fearless, but this is not giving Nikki Bella vibes at all. So we'll see. Maybe you guys have an idea. It's kind of giving me a hardcore look as well with these chains. I don't know. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now this makes me believe our Kane is going to be in a collection set, and if I'm being honest, I might prefer it this way. I mean, as long as the cards in the pack are good, then I'm down to play ball. But if you look at something like the Bloodline pack, where it was full of wrestlers that I didn't care about, I definitely wasn't grinding through that to get that Roman Reigns, and when he was finally added to the market, you needed to spend $100 to get that persona. That's probably what I'm not doing. If that's the case, then maybe I'll wait until 2K26, but we'll see how things turn out. But I mean, I like this pack. I like the dark, broody wrestlers, and I think this pack is going to be full of them, so should be another fun one. Here we see some things from the Superstar series, Superstar 5, Superstar 6. I hate these packs. I never get anything good for them, so this is what I don't care about, even though they'll probably give a lot for free. And then we see some new signs. So these are signs kind of tied to the next DLC pack. We got Mark Henry, we got Victoria. We know those guys are coming next month. El Grande Americano, who y'all keep saying is Chad Gable, and I told you it wasn't. Now y'all gotta eat your shorts. And then we got this Rhea Ripley. Now this is interesting. When did they add Naomi's hat that she wore at WrestleMania 40? They should have added her jacket too. This is Julia Hart's hat. Okay? This is Julia Hart's hat. We got the Rogue Ally. I'm going to sell my Steam Deck for $300. If any of y'all wants it, let me know because I need the Ally X. We got some new masks added to the island. 2K just added some cool masks. These are island exclusive, which is kind of crazy. Why not add them to Creator Wrestler as well? I guess you want to get people on the island, but bro, you got the content. Just put it in the game. Just like those arenas. I don't get it. Witty also says there's an upcoming Persona card for John Cena 03. We'll take a look at which John Cena that is here in a minute. And I think that is the end of our updates. There we got a glitch. We're going to talk about those in another video because it looks like they are having some issues on the Switch too as well. So we got this El Grande Americano's victory motion. We're going to save that tucked. We don't want to spoil that. We'll see that when we can actually see it on El Grande Americano. And I think that may be all of the secrets Witty has for us right now. But if we look at a full breakdown, Status did give it to us all in one post. So new name entries, Kane 98, Kane 03, John Cena 03. Now I was a John Cena fan back then. I like John Cena now. Now, you know, since he left and came back, I think he's cool. But back then, I actually had the lock on my neck. So this is actually pretty cool. Hopefully he has his old theme as well. This is basic thugonomics. He's going to be overshadowed by Kane though, because if we get this Kane, he's coming, y'all. I mean, we already know he's coming. Now, they also added some pretty interesting crowd signs here, and I'm not going to go through them because they do list some names that you guys have been asking me about. And as I say, we got to wait until we get official confirmation. But as of right now, things are looking pretty good. But what do you guys think about these updates? And have you had any issues after patch 1.23? It looks like Switch 2 players are running into something pretty big. After I get confirmation on that, we'll make another video and talk about it. But thank y'all for tuning into this video. Don't forget to drop a like on it and smash that subscribe button if you have not already. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.